We are recapping all of the world title matches at East vs West, starting with this match in the welterweight division between Bojidar Simeonov and David Samushia. Heading into the final round, David is up 2-1, and if he wins this round, he wins the welterweight world title. The match starts, David shoots a hook, sinks it, and we are center table. You can see David dip his toes into the top roll realm, but doesn't like what he feels and goes back to attacking the pronator of Bojidar. Hits to the side, can't find the pin pad, gives it one more, gets the pin, and claims the welterweight world title. Congratulations to David, great show. The women's open category title would also be on the line at East vs West 4, and we have Gabriela Vasconcelos versus Egla Vaitkut. Gabriela would be up 2-0 going into the final round here and show that she has speed, power, hand, and side pressure, winning the world title, and both athletes showing great sportsmanship. Congratulations, Gabriela, very impressive performance. Kidergali Ongarbayev would face off against John Brzezinski for the light heavyweight world title. The score would be 2-1 in Kidergali's favor going into the final round here, where Kidergali would show enormous speed and get the win, clinching the light heavyweight world title. And here he is being awarded with his shield and helmet. And we're not done with East vs West 4 because the heavyweight title was on the line between Todd Hutchings and Yevgeny Prudnik. Going into the final round, Prudnik would be up 2-0, showing he's not afraid of some side pressure, catching Todd's center table and showing some side pressure of his own. And of course, he's got to do it. And Todd Hutchings, being a good sport, says, all right, go ahead, you earned this head rub. And of course, here he is getting his shield and helmet. And you know East vs West brings the action, so we have one more title match from East vs West 4. This time, it's the super heavy boys, Jerry Cataret versus Gennady Kvikvinia. The score would be 2-2, a silver bullet round for the super heavyweight world title at East vs West. It does not get better than this. Jerry Cataret shoots in with his classic flop wrist press, but Gennady using his speed and power to bring the match back to center. Jerry's going to surge here, but can't find the pin pad. However, he's going to give it one more, get the pin, and earn himself the title of super heavyweight champion. Congratulations, Jerry, you earned it. At East vs West 5, we would see David Samushia have to defend his welterweight world title against a very strong Daniel Prokopchuk. The score would be 2-1 in David's favor going into the final round, hits the hook, gets the pin, and proves again that he deserves to be the welterweight world champion. With all the hardware this man brings home, I can only imagine the questions he gets at the airport customs. That's not the only title defense we would see at East vs West 5. Yevgeny Prudnik would have to defend his heavyweight world title, and his opponent, making his East vs West debut, would be Devin Larratt. Devin would be up 2-0 going into the final round here and would get a slight crack on the wrist of Yevgeny Prudnik, and in Devin fashion, he's gonna sit here and bleed him out. Devin would finally find his opportunity to finish the match, do so, and clinch the heavyweight world title. Congratulations, Devin. Here he is getting his shield and helmet by none other than Engin Terzi himself. Worth noting that after Jerry Cataret got injured, Hermes Gasparini faced off against Dave Chafee, getting the win and becoming the interim super heavyweight champion. He and Jerry are set to face off later this year at East vs West 8. At East vs West 6, the lightweight world title would be up for grabs, and our competitors would be Nurdale Eidarkhan and Mindaugas Terasaitis. Heading into the final round, Nurdale would be up 2-0. Winning this grants him the lightweight world title, and he is going to send a flurry of hits Mindaugas' way, but can't quite get the arm down, however gaining in position with each one. Very impressive hold by Mindaugas here. However, we'll see Nurdale attack the hand a little bit more, which gets him the pin and the world title. Here he is getting his shield and helmet. Congratulations, you earned them. Gabriela Vasconcelos would also have to put her title on the line, and her opponent would be the young but very gifted Barbara Bychova. Bychova would come back from an 0-2 deficit for a silver bullet round, tied up 2-2, winner take all. Huge hit from Barbara, claiming the open category world title. Congratulations, Barbara, enjoy that shield and helmet. David Samushia would once again have to defend his welterweight world title, this time against the strong and explosive Craig Touye. The score would be 2-0 in David's favor going into the final round here, and he would have to hold off the surges of Craig Touye, but on the third one, Craig's elbow would go off the back of the pad for his second foul, granting David the victory and title defense. Some say the only reason he shaves his head is so that he doesn't have to deal with with constant helmet hair. Legendary Rustam Babayev would make his return to the table to take a shot at the middleweight world title against Paul Lin, who's been making serious waves. The score would be 2-0 in Rustam's favor, and after an explosive start to the round, unfortunately Rustam would suffer an injury and have to pull out of the match, granting Paul Lin the title. Paul Lin, being the honorable guy he is, of course didn't want to win this way, but you did deserve to be on that table with Rustam, and we can't wait to see you in more title matches. Next, it would be Angarbayev's turn to defend his light heavyweight world title against a lean and mean monster Michael Todd. Going into the final round here, the score would be 2-1 after a series of grinders, and this final round would be no cakewalk either. However, in Kidder Galley fashion, he would send a couple of fast and explosive hits Michael Todd's way. Here comes number 1, and here comes number 2, getting the pin and earning himself a title defense. Congratulations, Kidder Galley, on maintaining your spot as the light heavyweight world title holder. Rounding off East versus West 6, it would be Jerry Cataret's turn to defend his super heavyweight world title. That's no walk in the park, however, because his opponent would be WAF champion Georgi Svetkov. It would be another 2-2 silver bullet final round, a sign of great matchmaking. Georgi clearly deserves to be on this table and hits a massive top roll, but Jerry is just so sticky on that defensive end on the table, and he's slowly working his way into that flop press to go on the offensive. However, after a foul on Georgi, we'd see a restart, and Georgi would once again bring his elbow off the back of the pad for his second foul, granting Jerry Cataret a successful defense of the super heavyweight right hand world title. Denis Saplenkov would be in attendance to grant Jerry his helmet and shield. The world title stories at East vs West are just beginning to unfold, and we have a bunch on the line at East vs West 7, including Kidder Galley Angarbayev versus Irakli Zirakashvili, Paul Lin versus Sasho Andreev, and David Samusha against Brendan Elsesser, and you can find a link to get the pay-per-view in the description.